2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside.
Jazz foul.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
They get it again. And it's Edey missing. Here's Ingram. Collins with the rebound. Tatum looking it over. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
The active hands of Bam. Tremendous job coming up with the steal.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Here's Holiday, following the bucket by Utah. And the dunk by Edey.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Siakam in the post. Rebound by the Bulls. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Edey. The three from Washington. Adebayo grabs the board. And so Henderson will bring it up for Utah. It's Adebayo, high post. And Adebayo slams it in. What a...
Confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Checking in for Chicago.
Chicago with the ball.
Number 16.
Trailing by 4.
Henderson.
Holiday doubled up. Deflects the pass. Collins outside. Offensive rebound. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Utah shooting their first free throw of the game here.
A natural scorer. Every single year, Ingram seems to take another leap in his game.
Utah leading by 4. Here's Henderson. And that one is stuffed right through.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Utah making a switch here. Chicago on D. And the shot goes in. Adebayo's got 6.
I just love the ball movement.
To the left wing. Collins, a good look. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved, hitting jumpers and catch and shoot. And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
They double-team Tatum. Oh, he tries a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 14-4 run. Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too. 2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Second team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Washington. Adebayo with the rejection. Tipped. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Washington. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
And one of the bright young stars in this league, Collins, is aggressive, and he makes plays.
Chicago's shooting their initial free throws of the game here. Utah leading by 12. Here's Henderson. Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer!
That's how you finish.
Oh, a 360 jam! Wow! 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday to the inside. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Heads up play by Holiday. He saw the opening and helped exploit it.
And Adebayo slams it in.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
16.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows, but they're already in a great position to win this one.
Colin Sexton.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Now here's Adebayo. And Siakam with the slam.
He's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
To the left side wing. From the arc. And again, no good by Chicago.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard. And there's Henderson, just so quick. I mean, he loves to get out and run.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Guys, back over to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Ryan Hartford. First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Utah with the ball. To the middle. It's intercepted.
You tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Back to Sexton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Bam Adebayo. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he ends up missing both free throws. Henderson with it. Picked up by Sexton. Henderson misses. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Williams. Williams on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the pick. To win the drought. Stolen by Siakam. Here's Henderson. Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
When everything clicks for Henderson, you're going to see a lot of nights like this. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Ingram. Still without a bucket. 6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
And it's in there.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside, Williams. Chicago passing it around. And here's Harris outside. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them. Yeah, love seeing the young guard Henderson take charge like this, making things happen on the drive.
Back to Sexton. To the paint. And a two-handed jam!
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special. I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
3 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
And then Siakam with the jam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
The kick out to Williams. Inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Adebayo. And he makes it on the layup. Adebayo's got 24.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half of this one. 5 on the clock. Back to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. The 3 from Sexton. Sends it home from three-point land. Sexton's got 9. And so it's Utah up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Pass to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, everybody in the building was waiting for it. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Tatum with a steal. Down low. Washington's shot is good. 6 points for him.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
The drive by Holiday. Tatum.
Assist goes to.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Here's Adebayo. The rebound by Edey. The Bulls trail by 13. Tatum inside. Nice look inside from Tatum. And in recent years, we've seen the value of 3-and-D wings skyrocket, Richard.
And that train came right about the end of my career, so I never got to cash in on the big 3-and-Ds, but I did win a championship playing that role, so, there's that.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And Siakam can score from all 3 levels, which is why this team leans on him to shoulder a lot of the offensive load.
Here's Collins. It's good on the putback.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Grimes. Henderson with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Now here's Adebayo. Tatum pulls it in. Collins outside. To the middle. And the basket by Holiday.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And the call will be against John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him.
Timeout.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Making a switch here. Ingram on the wing. He's scoreless. And finished off by Adebayo.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing's over.
Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Washington. Utah grabs the miss. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Hey, back to you.
A new day. Allie, thank you.
Yeah, head first down the lane. Henderson wants to throw it down on your head.
Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
And he throws it down with one hand.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Siakam. Back to Henderson. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Collins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Collins has gotten 4 this quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Back to Siakam. Chicago with a rebound. To the paint. Collins, left side. Pass to Tatum. And Collins gets double teamed. And Tatum fires one home.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. To the inside. Siakam, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Longer than your average guard. Drew can more than handle himself down low.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Offensive rebound. Siakam, no good. Pass to Washington. Launches it. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And so it's Utah with a 9-point.
Chicago, 59.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Pass to Henderson. And stolen by Sexton. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. Right wing. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
The drive by Henderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Henderson's got 26.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Henderson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Siakam outside. And Siakam with the jam.
Wow. Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Tatum from long range. Utah grabs the miss. Pass to Siakam. Oh, Pascal Siakam flying high.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Collins. Edey for three. He buries it from three.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Henderson. Back to Siakam. Six on the shot clock. Inside. Second shot opportunity. And rebounded by Tatum. The Bulls trail by 6. Here's Holiday. Oh, the shot is off.
Bulls foul. John Collins.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Jams it home!
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Siakam driving inside. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
Oh, coming in hot. There was just no getting in Siakam's way there.
Collins outside.
2 minutes remaining.
And a one-handed slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threaten with the lead pass. Well done.
Part of what makes Adebayo an all-star, he can do anything on offense, including using the bounce.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. So he can't get either to fall. Outside Tatum. It's stolen by Henderson. Adebayo. Outside Henderson. He's off from three. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here. Now Siakam. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Yes, certain nights Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Tatum fires. Rebounded by Adebayo. Utah leading by 11. A minute 6 left to the fourth. And that's in.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Jazz.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Scoot Henderson.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
They trail by 11. Left side Tatum. That one goes. Yes, sir. Get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really